Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. I'm late out the gate today. A little bit. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, hey. Good morning, Ia. Good morning, Reese. It is Sensei Sabira. Good morning, everybody. And we're going to have a great conversation again today. Good morning, Nina. Good morning, Tanika. Oh, hey, Andy. You guys coming in from the West Coast. I love it. I love it. Let me pull this up here on my phone. Guys, do me a favor and share this out. I want to say to all my replay viewers, thank you so much for coming back. Again, I am Sensei Sabira coming to you every day. Gosh, it's been almost 6 years now from Baltimore. And I am a spiritual entrepreneur supporting other spiritual entrepreneurs learn how to tell their story and attract their tribe to you naturally, organically. And so there's some things that we want to talk about that actually kind of help you to do that. So today I want to talk about value. I want to talk about value today. A lot of times we get that confused with price. Clearly they're different. We've had that conversation already. But I want to talk about value. Value is the other end of the spectrum. People say, well, what is it that you bring? What is your value that you bring? Who else is on here? Hang on. This crazy. There we go. Okay, I can see now. Hang on. I want to be able to see you guys and be able to respond to you. Hey, congratulations, Felice, on your new spot. You guys are doing some awesome, amazing things. Good morning, Tina. So let me put this on this side and let's jump into this. Share this out, let folks know we're here. We're doing this conversation today. So 2 things. You want to be able to talk about clearly the problems that you solve, right? As an entrepreneur, we know we're here to solve problems. That's at the end of the day what we get paid for. You're not getting paid for the book you wrote. You're not getting paid for the Reiki class you teach. You're not getting paid for the yoga class that you created and teach. You're not getting paid for the workshop. That's not what you're getting paid for, right? You're getting paid for the value you bring to the marketplace, the value you bring. The problem you solve may be something like this. For me, right? Hey, Jay, good morning. Hey, Shanti. Hey, Robert. Thank you guys for sharing this out, and thank you for the loves and the likes. I appreciate that too, coming over. There's a little bit of actually, it's kind of a major delay on Facebook Live lately. It's kind of weird. But anyway, so the problem that I solve, right? So I teach spiritual entrepreneurs how to grow your business organically through the power of your life story, right? Using attraction marketing. Now, from that, I do that in many different ways. Sometimes it's, I specialize in ebooks, live streaming, webinars. I like those 3 things. But there's many, many different ways that I can bring that problem solving to the marketplace. Hey, Monique, good morning. And Celeste, hey, Ursula, good morning. But the value, and you guys, I want you to think really, dive a little deeper in your thought process around the value that you're bringing, right? So the tools I use to support spiritual entrepreneurs in telling their story in the marketplace and using attraction marketing. The tools that I'm going to use would be, like I said, ebooks, live stream storytelling, webinars, things like that, for the purpose of building a list, right? Building a list and building an audience. You guys have to know that's the problem that all of my students have: how to build a list and how to attract their audience to them. I can show you how to do that. What is the problem that you solve, right? The value comes at the end of that statement. So I do all of these things so that, right? Here's the value. Here's the value. And this is what you want to get clear on. I do all of these things so that my students can live in alignment with the truth of who they are, right? So that they can live in accordance to their divine purpose for being on the planet. You get that? I solve that problem so that they're able to pay off all of their debts in 7 to 10 years, right? Mortgage, credit cards, student loans, car notes, all of that. I do storytelling and ebooks and live streams and webinars, list building, so that my students can live a life of conscious design. Do you think that when you don't have debt anymore, you can live your life by conscious design? I think so, right? If you ask my students that are headed down that path, they would say yes, absolutely, right? So that they can have more time with their family, so that they can live a legacy. When you are clear about the value you bring, you become highly attractive in the marketplace. When you can actually stand on the value you bring, you become sought after, you become highly attractive. But you have got to be able to articulate it in your own mind first. You've got to be able to actually draw a map of what it is you do, for what purpose, what is the actual outcome? Not necessarily, I mean, the list building is awesome, right? Most people are running around here with a business and they don't have an actual client list. Any business, I'm gonna give you an example here. And this example is probably just but it's the first one that came to mind, so I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna bring this one. Can you think of one of the most infamous lists? And when I say this list, you're gonna understand what I mean when I say when I'm talking about value. The list as an asset. A madam. Think of a madam, right? A madam has her black book, her book of lists of names and numbers of her clients, and she does not let that out of her sight at all. I know, y'all, I'm sorry. But that's the first one that came to mind. And I'm not here for shaming nobody. So hey, whatever. Anyway, that's the first. Hey, Alma, good morning. Hey, Rolita. That's the first thing that came to mind for me. So you tell me that helping someone build a list is not valuable and is not important. Ask her. That's her business, right? I'm not here to judge or whatever. I'm just saying. Y'all laughing at me. Okay. But any business has a list of their clientele, right? Yes, Tina, the little black book. You knew I was going to say that, Rolita. Oh my goodness. Whoo, it just jumped out. But if you don't have your own black book, whatever that is, digital book, you don't have a list of your clients or people who are soon to be clients, people who are in process thinking about being clients or going through your particular sales process, you're not going to be in business too long. And if you're the person that can help people actually build that list, wow, you bring value. Because from that list of clientele, you can sit and listen to them for years. And as they face new challenges in their life, you become their go-to person in that particular arena that is your niche. Okay? But again, the value is I do these things so you have to fill in. I want you guys to think about that this week. What is the so that part? So that they have time freedom with their family. So that, for me, what's really big is if they become, if they're facing illness, they can actually heal in peace without worrying about finances over their head, right? That's a gift That's valuable to be able to give that to somebody, to gift that to somebody, right? That they can travel, that they can have time with their family and friends. That, you know how many people cannot create a life of conscious design? What most people do is accept a paycheck kind of as a bribe for giving up their dreams. Oh gosh, I said it. Right? For most of us, we accept a paycheck as a bribe to make us kind of like go numb to our dreams. We're not living our dreams anymore. So if you are that person in the marketplace, in your particular marketplace, and you know who you serve, which we talked about yesterday, and you understand what the problem is that they have, and you can articulate the problem, but bigger than that, my friends, the value you bring, you will be highly attractive and sought after in the marketplace. You really don't even have to hang out a shingle, because what will happen is your customers will become your ambassadors, and they'll go out and tell everybody, oh my gosh, I finally found somebody who can actually support me with this issue. You have this issue, you need to go see Sandra. You need to go see Rolita. You need to go see Ia Robin, etc., etc. People will send people to you because you have given them value. And guess what? Guess what? Attached with that is you no longer have to have conversation about the value, the monetary value you place on the value you bring. Because honestly, hey, what's up, man of God? Welcome, welcome. Honestly, it's like this. If you can help somebody, I don't know, repair their credit, find healing in their body, get mentally calm and peaceful, like there's no price for peace. There's no price for peace. Being debt-free brings you peace. People cannot put a price tag on what I bring. So whatever price I do put on it, they're like, hey, no problem, I'll pay. You guys get that? When you go beyond the obvious, the ebook and the class and the massage and the yoga, when you go beyond that and you understand what being flexible allows people to do in their life, what it gives them access to, the intangibles, that's where the value is. Hello. Y'all got that? Tell me if you hear me. Y'all, if you hear me, I need you to roar. Tell me if you hear me today. Tell me if this is making sense. I got my little snowflake cup on because it's coming. Good morning, Deborah. You guys, thank you so much for sharing this out in advance. I know that my take on things is it's not even a little different. It's highly different. And that's part of my value. That's part of the value that I bring. So what I want to know, guys, is what is the value you bring? Take the next 24 hours before we meet again tomorrow at 8:30. Take some time and go deeper and get clear about the value, the real value. Because I want you to be able to stand in your value, which then allows you to stand in your price point, and you don't have to worry about wavering even on the inside, and certainly not on the outside. And then for some of you, I'm going to teach you how to create systems that handle the money stuff for you, because I know that's an issue for some of us, right? You got to create systems that have that money conversation for you. I really am not even having conversations with people about price. My system will do it for me. And that for me on the other end is valuable, right? That is valuable to me. So when I had a mentor who could say, Sabira, look, I can show you how to deal with this so you don't have to feel like while you are processing yourself through the sales process and feeling whatever you feel about it, I'm going to teach you how to create a system that has the conversation with your clients as you, but for you. That was priceless to me. The value of that, I'd have paid anything for it, figured out a way to pay for that at the beginning when I wasn't comfortable having the money conversation. So are your clients, do you bring alignment, right? Do you help people access alignment? Do you help them access their purpose? Do you help them access their vision? When you get clear about those things, just get clear about those things and then work it backwards. Okay, I support people and get clear on their, access their purpose. How do you do that? I do that through writing. I do that through singing. I do that through ebooks. I do that multitude of ways. But let me tell you, that paradigm shift coming from a place of bringing value, oh my goodness, huge. You hear people talking about it all the time. Hey, Marie, you hear people talking all the time about I bring value and you need to bring value, but I don't think anybody ever kind of like peels the layers back for us, or we don't take the time ourselves to actually peel the layers back and have conversation about, well, what does that really mean? How do I really bring the value? And what is that? So that's just my perspective. I don't know. That just is what works for me. Hey, Tamika, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you on here. That's what works for me, guys, is drilling deeper, going deeper in this conversation about value. And the deeper you can take yourself and the deeper you can take your customers and the more patient you can be while your potential clients they grow to understand the value you bring, you never will have to worry again about cash flow. And so then you can create a life of conscious design aligned with the truth of who you are so that you can live on your purpose. Y'all, I don't know if you hear me. Oh my goodness. This stuff will set you free. It will set you free. Take it deeper than the way they give it to you guys. Take these things, take these ideas and twist them and turn them and look at them from all different angles so that you can really have deeper conversations with the people in your marketplace. Okay, so you guys know that tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 p.m., there is an Instagram class happening. So if you like Instagram, if that's one of the things that you kind of, that's your jam, whatever, guys, I have a link up above in the description where you can take a free Instagram class. It's part 2. They did part 1 last week, but they'll bring you up to speed. So no big deal. If you want to get the class, it's absolutely free. Click the link above and grab it. Go to the class. Do that now, okay, so that you don't forget. Also, I've got all kinds of cool stuff coming. Like today, my newsletter will be my show notes. So if you want the show notes from today, if you liked what I said, anything of value that you found in what I said, and you're like, ooh, that was a nugget I want to have, but you don't want to have to necessarily go back and watch the whole video, then first of all, if you're not my friend, friend me right now. Go ahead and just click friend, and then send me your email in direct messenger, right? You don't have to put it out here publicly. I wouldn't do that. Don't put it out in public like that unless you feel comfortable with that. But direct message me with your best email and I'll add you to my newsletter list. Guys, I have guided meditations coming. I have personal development, like hypnosis stuff coming, but I'm only going to give that to people who are actually on my newsletter list. So get on that. All kinds of stuff coming out, ebooks, y'all, I'm getting ready to seriously bring it. But again, if you want access to those things that I'm creating, the only way to get that access is to be on my list. I give those extra things to people on my list. I'm gonna come here and share with you guys all day long at 8:30. But the stuff I actually sit down and create, I distribute those things through my email list. So thank you for sharing this out. Thank you for telling folks that we're having this conversation at 8:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. And I'm here for you spiritual entrepreneurs that are working from home at your dining room table like I'm doing, building your business, right? Building your business. I'm going to teach you how to do that organically through the power of storytelling and attraction marketing. It's awesome. So y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day. Go out and create something lovely. I don't know where my music went, but that's okay. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.